Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
All right, time for another round of Your F My Life, submitted to my email address, beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. And if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, give us a call right now, 600-KFMA, that's 600-5362. And Rico's going to weigh in on these FMLs with me. Are you ready, Rico?
Oh, boy.
All right, so first one's from Jessica. She wrote, last night I received a message telling me the guy I was seeing just wasn't feeling the vibe. This would be fine if he hadn't just given me the best sex and the only sex that I've enjoyed in years and years. Ooh, F My Life?
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Poor
I mean,
gal.
why weren't you feeling the vibe, Rico?
I think it was the horse tranquilizer, horse pills I was taking that night.
Yeah.
Drowsy.
These players never feeling the vibe. That's why it was good, Jessica. Watch out for them. All right, next situation written to us from Katie. She said, today I went to visit my fiance's dying grandmother in a hospital with him. She started talking to us about living each day to the fullest. His grandmother points to me and says, life is short. That's why you don't waste any time screwing girls who look like that. Oh, no. Jesus.
Savage.
That is really savage. On her deathbed, she got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
What do you say, F My Life?
F My Life. That's funny.
100% F My Life, Katie. Sorry about that.
Yeesh.
Yeah. All right, next F My Life situation written to us by Brandon. He said, one time I got fired from my job where you build teddy bears. I got fired not because I did anything wrong, just because they don't like my personality. I never worked with my boss, and that means all the employees that work there had a meeting about me and all confirmed that they don't like me. F My Life? What do you say, Rico?
Hey, baby. No, you probably got lucky on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
All the teddy bear folk don't like him.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Right, you're not weird enough to
Right?
blend in with the teddy bear folk. So, yeah, we're going to say big baby on that. And that was a very optimistic way to look at it for Brandon.
Right?
Yeah, see, look at you. I was looking at it the other way. Like, if everyone has a problem with you, you got a problem, man. All right, David wrote to us. He said, one time I went to the dentist and I had to get a tooth removed. In the middle of the procedure, the power went out. I had to sit there for an hour to wait for it to come back on. The anesthetic wore off before he started working on me again.
Ugh.
Yeah, F My Life to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's painful.
The dentist is never fun to begin with, but then you have a Stephen King movie take over and you're like, no, this is terrifying.
Yeah, that's why I don't get major procedures done on my teeth in Mexico anymore. Had the exact same scenario. Without the power,
Just take some tequila. You'll be fine.
Man, brutal.
Yeesh.
All right, and final F My Life today, written to us by Valerie. She said, today my husband had a temper tantrum because I wouldn't get him a chocolate bar at the store register.
What?
So many things to unpack, and we have so little time. So
I
we're
know.
just going to say F
F
My
My
Life.
Life. Yeah, that sounds like a big old load of problems. Right there.
Yeah, it's time for your husband to go out and get a job.
Just give him the Hershey. Shut him up.
All right, coming up next, the internet is perplexed and they're debating on whether or not this Hellmann's mayonnaise marketing strategy is legit and if people are really putting mayonnaise in their coffee.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're going to ask that question. And yo, all right, Rico's walking back in right now. What's going on? Welcome back to the podcast broadcast, everybody. We are live here on this Tuesday morning. Hope you had a good 3-day weekend all lined up. I was going to play for you this mayonnaise and the coffee thing because we did this earlier on. And what happened was Hellmann's did some tweets saying, hey, next time you have coffee, put some mayonnaise in it. Which, of course, got people freaking out like, Hellmann's, that's gross, man. But we had to find out because we knew that butter in your coffee is a thing. Mm-hmm. We both heard of it. We both tried it. And Rico's a big fan.
I liked it a lot. Back when it was like really popular, I gave it a shot and it felt fuller and blah, blah, blah.
Were you in Tempe or California when you were doing it?
Tempe, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just making sure. I'm just seeing like what part of
I switched
the
over
trend.
to chai tea when I went to LA.
There you
Like
go.
some artisanal, brewers and paying $10 a cup for whatever the hell they put together.
Yeah. So we had to find out because we're investigative journalists here on the show.
First and foremost.
Yes. And we're like, okay, is mayonnaise in coffee a good thing? Well, here's what we found out. Check this out. 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents, and we're an investigative show. We like to basically come across things and find out for you whether or not something is worth trying. And Hellman's recently made the internet melt down basically by suggesting that you put mayonnaise into your coffee. Now, I drink coffee on a regular basis, daily, and I get all different types of coffee drinks. I love them all. I've never met a coffee concoction that I didn't like. And so I know that they put a lot of different things in coffees to make them delicious or creamier, or whatever the case. But I've never heard about mayonnaise in the coffee. I've heard of butter. You know, that's like bullet coffee. I mean, I remember reading that and thinking, okay, this will help, I don't know, fuel the brain. What it ended up doing for me personally is help me gain 20 pounds. But yeah, there are people that do put butter in their coffee, which is cream, and that makes sense. It's not as gross as it sounds, and it's actually quite delicious, right?
Right.
Yeah. But mayonnaise is not necessarily cream, even though it's creamy. Yeah. You know, you're all quiet, and it sounds like you're a little upset about this, Rico. But I mean, we do need to find this out.
Yeah, I know, but I just know exactly what to expect. With butter, it's kind of like I can maybe see that it's cream. I know they use ghee butter, they use this butter, that, but it's cream. It's.
So you say you know exactly what to expect. What are you expecting?
Mayonnaise in coffee, Beef.
Okay, so you think that's
Disgusting.
going to be gross? I don't know. I mean, it's black coffee.
I know it's
first
going
off.
to be gross.
All right. Well, we got we have the video stream going on right now. We're going to replay the video at 9 o'clock hour. So this, people are going to be able to see this, but I want to know right now, inquiring minds. So we did get some calls for people saying go all in and do 2 packets of mayonnaise. So, the mayonnaise I found in our kitchen here at the Lotus radio station. Yeah.
Duke's.
Yeah,
It's Duke's
Duke's
mayonnaise.
Yeah. You ever heard of Duke's mayonnaise? It's delicious. It is.
I'm
premium
I'm old
mayonnaise.
school Hellman's. I'm not into this Duke's thing.
Yeah.
Am I missing out?
No.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, you are. Duke's is honestly, you could be going with way worse mayonnaise. So just consider yourself lucky. According to Hellman's, the benefits of putting mayo in your coffee include mayo in your coffee and coffee in your mayo. So I don't know if they actually have a strong argument. But naturally, this lit the internet on fire. While some people are claiming they're going to try it, others insisting that it's gross, and others joking about it. One woman even sang a song about the situation, which it was a terrible song. I'm not going to play you that song. But do you think it was a joke? I don't know. Maybe they're suggesting it because they think it's going to be good. Did you put 2 in there?
I put 1. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like Satan's koi pond.
Well, I got you a spoon. You got to mix it in there.
No.
Are you a type of guy that gets like gag reflexes? You think you're going to throw up?
I have a
because of
pretty
this?
strong stomach. But this is mayonnaise and coffee, Beef.
You just came back from Rocky Point. I'm
did.
sure you ate worse.
But they wouldn't even do this in Guantanamo Bay to their prisoners. So it's like, this is.
Well, yeah, because they're prisoners, so they're not going to be treated as such a delicacy. Mayonnaise in the coffee might be the new thing.
If this is because of the Dutch, I'm going to have some words for them.
All right, let's try it.
Ugh.
Now, I'm sure it cooled down the coffee a little bit, so that's good. Does it look like creamy coffee at least?
It looks like the hot chocolate with marshmallows, but this is like
It's too chunky, huh?
Satan's version.
Okay.
It's a little chunky.
Okay,
I'll give
let's.
it a little sip here.
All right, here's the taste test.
Smell test.
What's it smell like?
Actually, not putrid. Let's
See?
Hang on.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Yeah? He's taking another sip.
Not half bad.
Not half bad, really.
Okay, wait. A little chunk.
Oh, don't make me gag,
coffee
dude.
with a tang.
Yeah, tangy coffee.
Wow, it's a little.
Okay.
You guys got to try this, actually. Give it a shot.
It's really not that bad. Are you going to drink the whole cup?
No, I don't know about that. My stomach's going to disagree with that.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. It might be good for you. All right. So there you have it.
Wow.
Yeah. As much as Hellman's looks like they were just kind of roasting people or messing with them, it looks like it might not be half bad, according to Rico.
Yeah.
Oh, so?
Or am I tricking you?
I don't know. I'm going to have to take a sip on the break, but there you have it. All right. Coming up, we have a survey says, and then 8 o'clock. All right, we're back. We just did a tease talking about what we're going to talk about next, which is a guy ordering 100 tacos on a first date. It's a strange story. And I'm wondering if you'll be able to hear the audio. In fact, actually, I'm going to do a little check right now, and then we're going to address JT's comment. Oh, what kind of mayo are you going to try to put in his coffee?
Hellmans.
Yeah.
I got my own Hellmans right here.
Yes. Let's see. Can you hear this clip? All right. So if you heard that, tell me what she said at the very end. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning. Taco Tuesday.
No can hear. Nope. Shit. Well, that's a bummer. Well, you know what I'm going to have to do.
Mayonnaise coffee Tuesday.
Yeah, because I have my computer all jacked up. It's supposedly a new computer, but with new computer comes with new problems, and I have new problems that I have to address and try to overcome and talk with.
Get one of those damn Gen Zers in here. Fix this immediately.
Yeah. No shit. I know. Hold on. Let me get this going. All right. Let me just do some typing. This is good podcast fodder right here. Just doing some podcasting. Oh.
Fixing the Millennium Falcon right now.
Mm-hmm. This is something I couldn't address beforehand. I wish I could. But let's see.
The excitement of live radio.
Yeah, I know. All right. Don't worry about it. I'm getting it. Tell them about your weekend in Rocky Point, Rico.
Oh my lord! Nothing crazy came about. I was telling Beef it's Rocky Point, and it's not spring break, so there's not much to expect except paying high tourist prices for any beer like you would here.
Mm-hmm.
You do get some good carne asada, legit tacos in town, but then you get drunk on a pirate ship, and that was the highlight for sure.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Getting toasted. They literally bring around like those 40-ounce bottles of Tecate and margarita mix. Yeah, it was a hot mess. But you're looking into the sunset, you're like, am I enjoying this or am I that drunk? I don't know. Maybe both.
You should get ready to pull up some pictures too. And we'll make fun of Rico's farmer tan together. No. It's gonna be fantastic. I got some other pictures I gotta show you guys as well. Good times. All right, now I figured it out. I figured out what I'm going to do to get around it.
You hacked the system.
Yep. System hacking. It's all good.
It's just funny watching your hands in the foreground like you're like actually actively fixing it.
Yeah.
It looks legit.
You got 20 seconds. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm doing what I got to do.
Hell yeah.
Turning lemons into lemonade. Is that the expression I should use for that?
Something. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
There we go. We got 7 seconds.
Make mayonnaise coffee.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. What's the worst date you've ever had? 600 KFMA. That's the question I'm asking you guys out there. I'm sure you've had plenty of bad dates. I started dating when I came down to Tucson 5 years ago. Yeah. And I had definitely some interesting dates. Figured it out. I guess the most interesting date I had was going to Firebirds, which is a fancy restaurant, with a girl that I was talking to online. Yeah. And then halfway through our dinner, realizing that she had 0 teeth. I did not realize this. And then watching her for the rest of the half of the dinner gum this chicken breast to death.
Wait. Was it like that woman from TikTok that got popular? Did she have the realistic dentures in, or was it like legit gummy the whole time, but she hit it?
Legit gummy. Yeah. She had full lips. She could hide it well, but every time she was laughing, she would cover her mouth, which is kind of normal. I've seen that before, and I'm pretty hilarious in dinner conversation. So I was making her laugh a lot. And then eventually one of the times she didn't put her hand up quick enough. And I'm like, wait a second. I don't see any teeth.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and then I realized like how she was kind of chewing and everything, and then I figured it out. So she was super nice though, and the whole speculation about no teeth, it's overrated. Anyways, let's move forward. So this woman on TikTok has gone viral with her worst date experience, so she could top mine. And if you're planning to count the red flags, don't, because you'll lose track. There's so many of them, and I'll let her explain it to you. So here's essentially how things started. Check it out.
This man messages me out of the blue and he goes, I like your face. Let's go get some food. He says, meet me at my house. I will drive us to the restaurant together. I drive 45 minutes to his house. He's standing outside of it. He walks up to my car and he goes, I've lost my keys. Can you drive us there? Should I have just left him right there and gone home? Yes. Did I?
Right. Did she? No. So
course
far,
not.
you know, you're following along. She matched with a guy on Tinder, one of the dating app sites, and immediately he's like, come pick me up. And that's a red flag.
Absolutely not. He gets in, starts giving me turn-by-turn directions. He could have been leading me to an abandoned warehouse. We end up at a Taco Bell, which is fine.
All right. So the first date
Which
right
is
now,
fine.
which is fine. She
Yeah.
likes Taco Bell. Who doesn't like
Sure.
Taco Bell?
I like indigestion too, babe.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
in that way, you're not necessarily trying to impress your date. So it could be fine. It sounds like initially she was just ready for the hookup, right? So she was going along with it.
Yeah.
But things started to get progressively worse, as she tells. Check this out.
We get to the speaker and he just leans over and goes, I would like 100 hard-shelled tacos. Thank you.
So right off the bat. Now, you match with a
Thank
guy
you.
and he says, you want to get some food? And he's like,
Yeah.
cool. And then you drive him through the Taco Bell drive-through
Uh-huh.
and he orders 100 tacos. Like, what are you thinking? What's going through your mind in this situation?
Immediately, that's a flex. You order 100 tacos at Taco, like, this guy's a baller.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
Or he's into some weird kinky fetish when we get back.
Right.
Like,
Now,
lay in these tacos.
yeah, if he like puts tacos all over the bed
Right.
and has like a goal of or a fantasy of like making love on a pile of Taco Bell tacos, maybe.
Don't act
mean,
like you wouldn't do that.
Right. You try
Come on.
everything once.
Right.
But that's not the case as she continues.
We get to the window. He does one of these numbers.
Starts
I'm like,
patting
did you
himself
forget your
down.
wallet? He's like, yeah.
Oh,
I was like, do you need me to pay? He's like, yeah.
Now, right off the bat,
Yeah.
this should have been a situation where like, I'm not going to pay for 100 tacos.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop you off. But
No.
she's too nice and she buys the tacos.
I'm like, yeah.
Sucker.
I buy the 100 tacos and I'm like, where to next? And he goes, back to my house. And I was like, okay, this is happening. I'm committed to this now. It's happening.
All right, so far,
Hmm.
this guy has not ruined his chances of getting laid. In fact, it sounds like she was all about it.
Yeah.
But luckily for her, things got weirder and she
God.
changed her mind. I'll let her continue. Check this out.
It was that moment that I decided this date was completely over or else I was going to be killed 100%. I am now just like collecting the tacos because I paid for them. I walk out with boxes of tacos in my purse. I look back and I was like, thank you for this experience. You will never hear from me again.
Yeah. Now, I skipped over a part where I didn't have the audio for, but you could see in the actual video, his dad was home. So when
Oh,
she
wow.
came back to his house with 100 tacos,
Yeah.
his dad just kind of sitting in the living room, and then they go in the kitchen to start eating tacos. The dad comes in, grabs a taco, starts eating the taco over her, and then at one point says, "You want to see my studio?" That's when she said, at that point,
And that's it for me.
yeah.
That's too much.
And I wonder how many tacos she took.
That's a
You
good
know?
question.
Yeah,
I mean, she could fit it in her purse before. You know. She's like, I am done with this.
Right. So date from hell. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, she still didn't get lucky. So I would consider that a terrible date.
Free tacos? No,
for-
she paid for them. Never mind.
She absolutely paid for
Not
them.
free tacos.
And, asking like, how much did the tacos cost? Because tacos aren't 25 cents or 39 cents anymore.
Nope.
They're expensive. So 100 tacos cost her $150. So she actually spent $150 and then was living off tacos for an entire month.
Oh my god! In the freezer.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if that guy lost a bet. That's what it sounds like. Like, let's make a girl just hate you immediately, and then she kept going with it. He's like, okay,
Yeah. Like,
come
what's
meet my dad.
the worst stuff you can do and still end up getting lucky?
Yeah.
And this guy, if it wasn't for his dad's
Dad.
C blocking, sounds like he still would have got some. I mean, at this point, she was probably like, I spent $150. The least I
Yeah.
can do is get laid.
Right. I see my dad play bass. She's like, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. We got more on the podcast broadcast. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All
That is
right.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
Brutal.
god.
And she's a cute girl.
Yeah.
But
Cute and
unfortunately-
sweet.
Mhm. In fact, I'll actually show you. I should have the video here. I do. And then here's our follow-up clip. But $150 for tacos.
I remember the good old days.
Yeah, this is her.
50-cent tacos.
I'm going to share this here real quick so you could see. And she got some wicked eyebrows, but 150.
Wicked eyebrows.
Yeah.
Answer all the questions about Taco Guy. They're hard hitting, and I've got the tea. Number 1, what was his name? I can't remember for the life of me. I'm sorry. All right, next question. Did you actually buy 100 tacos, or are you exaggerating for the story? I literally bought 100 crunchy tacos from Taco Bell for this man, and I probably would have bought 1,000 if he ordered them. If you say that you would have done something different, you're either lying or you're not a woman who has met somebody online for the first time. Next question. How much did it cost? Well, a hard shell taco right now at Taco Bell is $1.39. Times 100 is $139. Times 7.25% for tax puts you at about $149.07, which was 2 times the amount of money that I spent on groceries every week, which is what that money was actually for. All right, this is a 2-parter. Number 1, how long did it take to make the tacos? And number 2, what did you talk about while you waited? It felt like an eternity. In reality, it was about only 15 minutes, and the customer service was pretty great. We parked, they brought the tacos out to our car like the true heroes of the story that they are. Number 2, we talked about his ex-girlfriend, so.
That's even better.
All right, I'm here to answer all the questions about Taco Guy.
So that's
great.
yeah. So that's fantastic.
15 minutes of awkward waiting for 100 tacos to come out. It's like, yeah, so my ex was, she sucked.
yeah. She would never buy 100 tacos for me.
It's like, thanks for this.
Oh,
Appreciate
so
it.
brutal. Yes, it's fantastic.
World of online dating. You're gonna have a lot of good calls from bad dates, I'm sure. There's plenty out there.
I know. Well, if I would have asked this
man.
a little bit earlier, for sure, possibly, and if I would have had a phone system that actually works, it would be even better. I did 5-second rule today, and that drove me mental because it was like I have call waiting. I have a beep going on because essentially they hooked up Skype to my computer, and I'm able to kind of hear and record phone calls. But it's not ideal. And I have this phone next to me that some of the phone calls go to the phone line and some of them go to my Skype, which
Weird.
is, it's unfortunate for people making it through to the phone line because then they're like, it's just ringing nonstop for them and I can't answer the phone. So, I mean, we got issues. Yes. We got mad issues.
They'll be fixed.
All right, let me break down a top 5 list for you guys this morning. The top 5 list is the top 5 ways people gaslight you. And I have,
Don't
yes.
get me started.
I was going to mention it on the air, but I was like, this is better for the stream, as we like to educate the streamers. And I hope you guys had a good 3-day weekend. By the way.
Indigenous Day.
Yes. That's why we were off yesterday, because it was Indigenous Peoples Day, which is fantastic. And, I was getting messages asking if I was on vacation or if I got fired. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Like, are you sitting in a bed of 100 tacos right now? I'm scared.
First off, Christine said, no offense to her, but if she did all that, she was thirsty as fuck. Well, she's probably hungry too. And she didn't care what hose she drank from. All that, and she didn't even get any. That's sad. You're right. And she was committed. She was like, okay, yes, I hooked up. I matched with a guy on a sex site, which is, I'm assuming, Tinder, right? Yeah. So she was there to get laid, and she was going to just kind of go with it with the hopes of getting laid. And she spent $150 with the hopes of getting laid. This is something that a guy would have done a million times over. It's just so random and weird and strange that this is a story from a girl, because you wouldn't expect girls to do this.
Yeah.
Spend $150 for tacos. I just want girls to go Dutch. I mean, they won't even do that. So I'm not matching with the right people, or used to not match with the right people is the correct way to say that. All right, let me get into this. Top 5 phrases people use to gaslight you. Because if you don't know, gaslighting is a form of manipulation where someone makes you question your own judgment. This happens a lot in relationships or just, with coworkers.
Yep.
They get you to question reality. And it's especially common in relationships.
That's what happened to me.
You were getting gaslit a lot?
Big time. Oh, yeah. All
right, well,
I'm too smart.
Let's see how many of these resonate with you. Coming in at number 5, when they say you should have known how I'd react. It's another way of trying to shift the blame away from themselves and onto you instead. So they're basically blaming you for not knowing how they would react to maybe calling them out on some BS.
Yeah.
Right. Number 4, you have a terrible memory. That's another one designed to dismiss their own behavior and trick you into thinking you're just making too much of it. So far, so good. Number 3, you're crazy. When they say you're crazy, over time, gaslighters can make their victims question their own sanity. They might even try to convince your friends and family that you're mentally unstable just so they can use it to discredit you later.
Yep.
We're learning today.
Oh,
Number 2, you're too sensitive. So if they try to minimize your feelings by telling you to toughen up, they might be gaslighting you.
Mhm.
Sounds like a Jeff Foxworthy bit.
They might be gaslighting you.
There might be a
If
gaslighter.
you call your woman out for cheating on you and she denied, I might be gaslighting.
If they say that never happened, they might be a gaslighter.
Yeah.
That's the number 1, by the way. They'll do something
That never
wrong
happened.
and then try to convince you that it never happened or you're making just too much of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
All of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those, when you read through that list and every single person listening has like that weird twitch or they kind of have a memory, that strikes a chord with a lot of people.
Mhm.
A lot of crazies out there.
Yeah.
But it's the thing when you read through that, and like not to get Dr. Philly or Love Line on this, but it's one of those things you read and you experience in life and you realize like it's hard to find legit people who can own their shit.
Yes.
That's what it boils down to.
Right.
Self-accountability.
Mhm.
And it's hard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tough times. All right, so let me get into this. While we do this on the stream, we were talking about Smash Mouth turning into Smashed Mouth.
Speaking of gaslighting.
Yeah, so Steve Harwell, that's his name, right?
Steve Harwell, Smash Mouth guy, better known as.
Yeah, so Steve Harwell has been having a rough stretch. Now, I came across a story last week saying that he's been missing gigs and they Smash Mouth secretly replaced the lead singer. Okay, now
secretly replaced the
Smash
Mouth
so
guy?
they were having some skinny guys sing Smash Mouth songs.
No, you can't have Smash
At
Mouth
different
without him.
gigs. Right. Especially since he has a distinctive voice. It kind of sounds like me. So they were doing a string of gigs without him, and then their fan started asking, "Hey, what's up with Steve?" And the band said Steve was undergoing some medical procedures. He had some health issues he had to deal with, and when he did, when he was recovering, he'd be back as the lead singer of Smash Mouth, and that's what happened. He was able to return to the stage. Now, Smash Mouth still gets booked on gigs, but you're talking the gigs like Sturgis. During a pandemic and beer and wine festivals.
Beach festivals,
Not even big ones. They're really small type gigs. And I'll show you an example because apparently he just performed at a beer festival. I don't even know where this is in New York, right? In Bethel, New York.
Mm-hmm.
This aren't
And
great, but I did just
pure
see
chaos,
Smash.
apparently. Okay.
Smash Mouth and pure chaos.
Yeah. So this girl right here is reporting on the TikTok. And she said, first off, the sound was horrible. It was basically a makeshift setup. And then Steve was getting wasted. He was slurring. He was dropping drinks, often not even singing. And at one point, he appeared to give a Nazi salute.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Oh, no.
He told one fan, and I quote, "I'll effing kill your whole family. I swear to God." This is what he told his fan, on the microphone. And then he also told the crowd that if he could pleasure himself orally, he'd never leave the house, which is, a hack joke that, middle school has been saying forever.
Sure.
So here it is. You're not going to be able to make out most of his audio, but this is her reporting on it. Check this out.
Smash Mouth perform live at a local beer and wine festival. When I say this is the most chaotic show I've ever seen in my entire life, I have no words.
At no point was the sound balanced.
Oh my God.
Unintelligible speech.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's somebody's drunk dad.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is actually depressing.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the ethics of this aren't great.
He's going through his Jim Morrison phase right there.
Jim Morrison at least looked cool when he did it.
With leather pants and still swaggy.
Uh-huh.
He's just meltdown mode.
Yeah, isn't that bad?
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. In fact, actually, you saw it was the guitarist that was singing along to all-star. So Steve wasn't even doing that. He was just kind of standing there, just looking at the crowd. So that's Smashed Mouth. So who knows what the medical issues were? Supposedly some heart issues, but if I was to take a guess, I think it was a rehab stint.
Yeah, he's on blood thinners and Coors Light. That's probably not a good mix.
No, not at all. Yeah, let me.
Might as well be walking on the sun, beef.
That's very good.
Somebody once told him the world was going to roll him. He didn't listen.
Keep going.
There's only 2 Smash Mouth songs I can think of.
If you want to keep dropping wisdom via Smash Mouth lyrics,
Smash Mouth wisdom,
I'm all for it.
All
right, we got 45 seconds for back on the air here. We're going to talk about $1 million idea, and then we're going to counter it with our own $1 million ideas. And it all has to do with farting because, we know our audience. And then I'm going to play you a clip of 2 Eagles fans who were allegedly caught having sex in the bathroom stall during Sunday's game.
Surprise, surprise.
You gotta do something when you're an Eagles fan. I mean, they're not going to be winning on the field.
Yeah, you're not going to exactly. Might as well be winning in the bathroom stalls.
Yikes. It's pretty funny too. The reaction of the Eagles fans, very supportive. That's all I'm going to say. All right, we got about 8 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, you got that song stuck in Rob's head, Rico. That's your
Sorry,
bad.
Rob. It's a curse and a gift.
Rock 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Let's talk about $1 million idea we wish we came up with. This one is anti-flatulence bed sheets. Now, it's a good Christmas gift for your gassy significant other, and I feel like my girlfriend's going to buy this for me this Christmas. But there's a company in the UK that's now selling anti-flatulence bed sheets. Yeah, the company's called Shreddies, and they already sell fart mitigating underwear. And that's what Rico and I were talking about off air.
Yeah.
Like, what if we created like boxer briefs that had a little sleeve in the back that you could put little Febreze sheets?
Right.
Because as a teenage pothead that I used to have a little steamroller where you would take a toilet paper roll and you put dryer sheets in that toilet paper roll, and then you blow weed smoke through it, and it wouldn't smell like weed. It would smell like the Febreze sheets.
Right.
And it's like, you could do the same thing for farts. For sure, weed smells more strong than most farts. But they've already been on it. So Shreddies is like all about concealing the smell of your gas. So they're doing the Lord's work. And they've added 2 bedding products, an undersheet that your regular sheets go on top of, and a flatulence filtering duvet cover. Ooh.
Fancy.
So fancy.
Yeah.
And they say that it keeps your nightmare emissions trapped. And so, if you're going to think pessimistically, it is like the perfect duvet cover for Dutch ovens.
Yeah.
If it's not going out, it's staying in, which is not great. Both options use the same technology as the underwear they sell. Carbon fibers absorb the flatulence and then neutralize it. I mean, this is straight science.
Seriously.
And if you're looking to buy this, an undersheet costs about $160 plus shipping, and the duvet cover $260. So it's not cheap. The pores are going to have to continue to smell like farts, but rich people, they got their options.
Like, how bad does your fart have to get to save up that much money? But
that's true.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like that's what I'm going to get for Christmas. I'm not going to send this link to my girlfriend, though, for sure. She's just going to have to, absorb my farts like a real adult.
Exactly.
All right. We got more of the podcast broadcasting live on the Rock 2.1 Facebook page. You could join us there or stick around because we'll be back after System of a Down on Rock 2.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. Clear. All right, so we did the mayo and the coffee and so many other things.
Wait, so that came from a UK company. I want to see the commercial so bad for that. Like fancy UK accents talking about fart sheets.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Filtering duvet cover.
Why don't you Google that?
You got the technology over there. You can flip-flop it on the screen, can't you?
I know. I don't want to mess up with my stream audio, but I think I got something that I could do just for that. So that's not a bad idea. But before I do that, I do want to show you. I gotta stay focused here. Yeah, I want to show you the fights or the Eagles fans banging is what I teased.
Lest we forget.
Oh, you know what? Well, I have photos
of them banging.
No. I'm sorry. Okay, let me see if there's a
Eagles.
commercial. I'm gonna pull this up. This is from Lad Bible. That's where I found this story. I don't know if there's a commercial for it, but there should be a commercial.
should be.
If it's a no, do not sell my data.
We're gonna order one and make our own then.
Right. No, they don't have a commercial here.
Is your flatulence savage?
All right. Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh well.
Yeah. All right.
Missed opportunities.
Mm-hmm. So we're going back to
The Eagles.
the Eagles fans banging. So here's what happened. Let's assume they're on a date. The Eagles were playing. They're getting their ass kicked as always because it's the Eagles. They suck.
Ugh.
And so this couple decided to go into the bathroom stall. Now, this is probably one of the grossest and weirdest places you can do it.
At a football game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
Chaos.
on, I'm pausing this.
More chaos than a Smash Mouth concert.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going into it and they're getting on in the bathroom stall. Now, this is a pretty open bathroom stall. Not that you can see in the bathroom stall, but look at they chose the outside bathroom stall.
Amateur move.
Right. And
Yeah.
not even doing the handicap stall, which again, if you're going to do it in a bathroom stall,
Yeah,
definitely do the handicap stall.
absolutely.
That's the way it goes. But
Maybe they're being courteous.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But at the same time, you could see 2 sets of feet there. And this is what happened with everyone cheering them
I
on.
just love the cop stance.
Let him finish! Let him finish! Let him finish!
America.
Give him a minute! Hey, let him finish, man.
Give him a minute.
Oh my God!
Now, this is the most exciting play of the entire game.
Yep.
Watch this.
What the fuck is this?
Look at all those people.
So many
sitting
people.
there.
Wow.
And look at
Oh, she's gone! Oh!
Oh my God.
she lifted her feet up. Like she's
Touchdown.
gone.
She's gone, man.
All right, now you ready for the
Amazing.
walk of shame?
I love it.
As you're sitting in the stall and you have a cop outside the
Just
stall
waiting. Yep.
letting you know that you're busted, and you have an entire crowd cheering there, you know there's only one way out, and that's through that stall door. And you know what you're going to face. You're going to face the cop. You're going to face all these people that are jeering you. So it's going to be quite embarrassing. And you know that girl, I feel bad for that girl because one, she was basically just being up for having a good time, which I appreciate. But at the same time, the shame that she's getting. I mean, she went into the guy's bathroom. There's a urinal right there.
Yeah.
Right. And she's going to have to feel the embarrassment that we can't even comprehend going into this crowd. So watch this. As you try to play it cool, like nothing really happened. Look at him up and down.
Everybody at
There she is.
Handcuffs on immediately. Half that stadium left the game just to watch this.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So that's one. And there's another shot here that I'm going to play for you of a better angle of the girl. Oh,
Better angle. Look at you. Look at you.
Never mind. That link got deleted. That's too bad. So there you have it. The Eagle fans, they're
She's going to
banging
come back to, I don't know, sue the stadium or something like that for having emotional distress and might as well finish. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get
I
your
don't know.
money's worth.
I don't know if they had an opportunity to finish. I doubt they did, which is disappointing.
All the
But
stress.
it's unfortunate because the other video clip that I saw on Twitter was from the other angle, from the point where they walked to. So you see the girl, first off, she's great. She's good looking. So it was a good score for him. But at the same time, you could see the embarrassment on her face. And it's fantastic.
Ay, ay, ay. How many punny jokes can you make right now?
Of the Eagles?
Man, no of them.
Oh,
I tried for the 2-point conversion, but got arrested.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I can only say I hope they play that at the wedding. That's all I say.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Like lean into it. Like, yeah, we did that and we're proud. Go Eagles.
It's love.
Yeah, it's love, baby.
That is love. And it says she's super hot. I'll look for
Drunk
another
Met Your
clip.
Mom, yep.
All right, let's get ready. We got 3 minutes before we go back on the air, and we still have. So yeah, I don't blame those kids. Let's see. The man was put in handcuffs. Oh, the good news is, let me finish up with this Eagles story. Neither one of them were arrested. So that's the good news. So she didn't get arrested for going into a men's restroom, which is great. And he didn't get arrested for banging her in the restroom. In fact, actually, it's Philly cops. They probably high-fived him and let him go.
Yeah. Just do it for the cameras. Like, okay, you guys are good.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy kids.
All right. So we got a little bit more time. So I'm going to show you this clip because we don't have Todd popping in today. I don't know what's up with Todd, but I hope he's doing all right. This clip is a man who challenged a convenience store worker to a fight. Never challenge somebody who makes minimum wage to a fight because you might not win. It might go a little something like this. Let's see. Hold on.
They're just waiting for that moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm sharing the screen here. We're going to call this the knockout of the day. Spoiler alert. You see him?
Oh, no.
All right, he's talking smack. So he's like, hey, man, I told you I want a lottery ticket. Give me that lottery ticket. He's like, I don't have lottery tickets. Oh, yeah? You want to go? Oh, push him. That was the first mistake. And then he's like, oh, let's go. And it's over. Just like that. He stepped right over him. Uh-huh.
Dang.
That's right.
Lights out. Didn't he? Because he didn't have a twisted T.
Maybe.
That was his first mistake.
Mm-hmm. And that was it. Yeah. Now, this is a big dude.
Waiting. Yeah. They're both big boys.
Uh-huh. One more time. Up. You push him and then put stuff down.
Puts the drink down. Yep. All right. Whoop. Pants up. Bam. Yep.
There you go. That's the knockout of the day.
You do the push, man. It's go time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like doing the little head lean in whisper, like, what, you want to go? You want to go? Want to go? And then
that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, I've seen many of fights.
Yeah, well, being a bouncer,
yep,
you're going to do that. Is there let's see.
Oh God, there's one at Stand Up Live that happened years ago. That was oof.
Oh, real quick, give me a summary. You can't just tease that.
I can tease it. This chaos broke out, and it was one of those. Yeah. Ugh.
No one knows.
It's a war story.
Okay.
No, it's one of those things where pandemonium breaks out, and like everybody jumps in. You're like, I'm not getting paid enough to jump in the middle of this.
Oh yeah.
You know, one of those situations.
Right. That's probably a smart call.
Yeah.
At a comedy club, huh?
That in the bar next door. This is up in Phoenix. Stand Up Live.
Yeah.
And then Copper Blues next door.
Mm-hmm.
Wedding party, and like half the wedding party got arrested after that. So look downstairs, and they're all in handcuffs.
3 seconds, but yeah, no, I've been there. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I got a story of why you should always put away your sex toys. All right, you ready for the PSA of the day?
Yes, please.
Now, it's not all about sex on this show. This is more about responsibility than it is about sex.
Absolutely.
But if this isn't the most embarrassing thing your dog can do, I don't know what can beat it, because someone took the Rottweiler to the vet after it swallowed something it shouldn't have. And there's video of it finally puking it up in the middle of the vet's office that I'm going to show on the podcast broadcast stream. But it's not clear if the owner or vet posted the video. And the video's only 13 seconds long, but it ends after the dog finally pukes up what looks like to be a big pink sex toy.
Oof.
Yeah. Now the woman filming it seemed very excited when it happened, and people online seem to think that she's the owner. She probably was. Meanwhile, a vet tech was holding the dog's leash, and the vet tech started to dry heave seeing something like that. So the PSA of the day is put your sex toys away, man. We keep coming across these stories and situations. Like 2 weeks ago, there was the C ring that a 5-year-old came across. It was their parents' C ring. It was a vibrating C ring.
Yeah.
And they thought it was an actual ring. And they gave it to their friend in class to wear.
Oh, no.
And then they got the embarrassing phone call. So with this, I'm going to show that video right now on the podcast broadcast on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page. And we're going to be back with some more music from 7 Mary 3 and your beef tip of the day. That's all next. Don't go away. Clear. All right, let's see this video.
Let me see it. So I'm assuming patient-doctor confidentiality does not apply to veterinarians?
Nope.
At all.
You know that for a fact.
Yep.
All right, let's see. This is courtesy of Reddit.
Good old Reddit.
Mm-hmm. And I love this. This is always going to be a good sign right here. of what we got. Oh, bang!
Must be 18 plus.
Am I
Ooh.
over 18? Yes. I'm willing to see this
Feels
content.
good.
And it's blurred out. Everything about this. It's just a dog throwing up. Now, okay, fair warning. You're going to see a dog throw up. Okay, so you might want to look away if you don't want to see a dog throw up. But
These people watch me drink mayonnaise coffee. They can handle it.
that's true.
Yeah.
And we have to see just exactly how big this sex toy is, right? All right, here we go.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor puppy.
Poor
I know.
Boy, poor boy.
I know. This poor puppy. All right, gonna make it big, and here it goes.
I'm hoping it comes up.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's one of those. Oh, look at that thing.
One of those ticklers.
Wow.
Ooh.
Swallowed the whole thing. That thing's like 8 inches with the I mean, that's a very
God,
common
sad.
one.
Yeah, I recognize that model.
Yeah, and then you see
Yikes.
the vet tech dry
She's
human
like,
in the
"Woof."
background. But how good are those vets where they put those puppy pads down? They caught it all.
Wow.
100%. Very easy cleanup, and that thing still looks like you could use it.
That's
So,
that's sad part. She's like, we'll throw this away. She's like, no, we'll take it home and wash it. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Mm,
All right.
wow. That's
There.
like Python esophagus. That's impressive.
That is super impressive. You didn't think that
Rottweiler.
be able to mm-hmm. There you go.
That's a good advertisement for that company.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really is, because you're just like, it takes a lick and it keeps on ticking. I mean, it would be great if it came out vibrating.
Oh God. Yeah.
I mean, those things are waterproof. We know that.
The dog's gonna open up an OnlyFans account.
That's good.
Ay,
One,
ay,
Rob.
ay.
So, I mean, I could tell you're amped on those 2 C4s, Rico.
You can tell.
Oh, I could easily tell.
Shakes.
Yes. No, yeah. No, I
Ooh.
mean, you just like you're audible on all your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. I had at least more than 5 hours of sleep, and I have 2 C4s, and that's all it takes.
Yeah. What time did you get back from Rocky Point yesterday?
Oh, like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So I had time to reconfigure, reassess, kind of get back.
Let me ask you this. How long did you wait at the border coming back in?
It wasn't too bad, actually. We left a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually, I was gonna say my uncle was telling me like during spring break, it's 3-hour backups sometimes.
Yes.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it could easily. And I was thinking, okay, it's Columbus Day weekend, Indigenous People Day weekend. A lot of people have a 3-day. So coming back on Monday is when a lot of people would return. But yeah, you would say what, half hour?
Yeah, it wasn't even that bad. No, it was pretty quick.
Nice.
The thing that worried us is when you get to that stop sign on the border and like you have the agents tell you to pull forward, and my uncle was like excited, so he went too early, and the guy goes, hey,
Yeah.
back up, and we're like, we pissed the agent off. Now he's gonna like frisk us all. And
Okay, and another question,
Mhm.
because these are questions everyone asks and prepares for when they go into Mexico. Was there a wait
Painful.
going into Mexico?
No, actually this weekend, yeah, we did. I guess we got good timing. It
Okay.
wasn't too bad at all. I know I've heard the nightmare stories. It's like, yeah, you wait over an hour or two. I'm like, oh,
Well,
no, it's Disneyland.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell everyone on this stream,
Yeah.
if you're gonna go to Rocky Point for a weekend,
Mhm.
the 3-day weekend of Columbus Day is probably the best weekend to go, just for the fact that it's not that busy.
Mhm.
A,
The weather.
B, the weather is absolutely perfect that time of year. So I mean, you
Yep.
could swim, right? How'd the water feel?
Yeah, it was warmer than I thought it would be. Still
Mhm.
kind of cool, but yeah, felt like summer still.
Yeah, felt like summer,
Cool.
and the water's like the perfect temperature.
Uh-huh.
And then the waits going in and out of the border are non-existent.
Yeah.
Did you get searched on the way in?
On the way in, no.
Okay.
It's like a wave in. And like it's seriously within 20 seconds, you're getting advertised tortillas and empanadas and trinkets and Jesus candles. So you're like, yep, this ain't Kansas anymore.
Yep.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that's the one thing I regretted telling you too. Was how to barter or prepare to barter.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about.
You're 2 seltzers in, booze seltzers, and you're like, I'll buy whatever you want. $20, sure.
Yeah.
Here you go, compadre.
My girlfriend did the same thing, and I had to she rips herself off.
Mhm.
And the first person that pitches her anything, she's like, "Oh, okay, here, take it,
Yeah.
take all my money, right?" And
Gracias, señorita.
right, and I had to explain to her and show her how it's done. So I got like sunglasses down there. I usually like to get sunglasses when they're down there. The
Mhm.
sunglasses only last about a month, and then they'll literally just disintegrate before your very eyes. I don't know what it is with the plastic, but whatever the case.
Got Mexican Thanos down there, just snaps his fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Come on
your
back.
time's up.
Yep.
You know,
See you soon.
but I make a point to buy from vendors down there, even if it's going to be for junk trinkets like that, but I don't pay full price. So like, you know, when I see those sunglasses, I know wholesale,
Right.
probably $2 a piece that they're paying. I'll spend up to 10. And that's as much as I go, but I'll get it down to like 5. Be like, nah, $5.
And meanwhile, they're pushing a cart for 4 hours through sand, like 80-pound cart of random things.
Mhm.
I'm like, no, buddy.
And they have everything.
Everything.
Yes. So, and just I'll give you another story of how I know they have everything. So one time I'm sitting on the beach, a guy comes up to me, hey, my friend, you want to buy this? And it was some, I don't know, some painted things of whatever, just different trinkets. And I'm like, no, I don't need that. And he's like, what you need, you know? And I'm like, I need mota. You know, I need weed.
Yeah.
Can you give me weed? He's like, no, man.
Hey,
He's
man.
like, he's no, my friend. You don't want one of these? You want a hat? I'm like, no, I need weed.
Some weed,
you know?
bro.
Give me weed. And so he looks around. He's like, and he's like, hey, and he squats down. And he's like, okay, how much, my friend? And he whips out a bag of weed.
No way.
So yes, and my friends, I was with Sammy and Cheryl, my friends, and they're like, this guy's not gonna have any weed. And I'm like, no,
he has weed.
These guys have everything.
Yep.
Right?
Boner pills, cocaine, weed.
Everything.
Yep.
Right? Almost like taxi cab drivers literally have everything.
Mexican Mary Poppins.
Right.
Everything's in that bag.
Right. So then he broke out the bag of weed, and then we had to negotiate that because he tried to like
upsell you on the weed that he's not supposed to have.
Yeah. Well, you know, he tried to charge me way more than what dirt weed from Mexico should cost.
Right.
So I ended up buying like a $5 worth of weed from him because I only wanted like a joint's worth or something. But that $5 was actually a good handful. So it was probably like short of a 20 sack.
Nice.
And then I'm like, oh, you have anything I could smoke it out of? And then he busted out papers for me. And he even gave me papers. It was fantastic. And I'm just like, there you go.
Hey,
So
thank you.
You can ask them anything. You know? Taxi cab drivers. Do you have any experience with taxi cab drivers?
I didn't use any taxis down there. I kind of feel like I missed out on that whole experience because they're thirsty. They come up every single corner. You walk, hey, buddy, taxi. I'm like, no.
Yep.
I walk.
Yeah, it is fantastic. So, you know, like Mexico, the rules of Mexico.
Kirsten, sorry, can I ask her something real quick?
Sure.
She's like, memories. My uncle was telling me everybody that used to go to Rocky Point, there's JJ's Cantina. That was like the old school hangout, apparently.
Yes.
Everything since then has been like new, but you have the old heads coming down there. There's like pictures on the wall from the 80s, the 90s, everybody partying.
Well, the JJ's Cantina for sure was a big deal. Wrecked on the Reef, which is back now. Yeah, so it's a different Wrecked on the Reef, but back when I started going, that downtown area where Wrecked on the Reef is, not the fish market downtown area, but that was the party area with all the different bars and clubs, and that would be straight chaos, like shoulder to shoulder people seeing nothing but nudity, people getting wasted, fights, all that stuff.
Yep.
And then the resorts came in. That's JJ Cantina's side, and you know, kind of you know, made it more of a family place. But JJ's definitely was crazy. That's where people pull up on the beach in their lifted cars. Just straight up, like, you know, just drink, open containers, bump their music, get into fights,
driving ATVs in the ocean.
Yeah. And then JJ still does get pretty fun. And, you know, on weekends, like when Roger Klein does his festivals down there.
Yeah, they had an ad for him coming up. That's a staple for him.
Yes.
Okay.
He does a couple music festivals. There's Circus Mexicus. It happens in the spring or summer every year. And then they do an October jam, which I think is this weekend.
Probably.
So, yeah, it's good times. All right, 10 seconds. Let's wrap things up. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Well, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Powers and Austin. Rock 102.1 KFMA, and we're almost out of here. It's been Tuesday. We started off our 3-day week. So many things to look forward to this week. This Thursday morning at 8:15, I'm going to tell you the time that you have to listen to Razor for your opportunity to win $500 of my money. It's Beef's Big Bucks on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Tomorrow morning, we're going to continue to give away tickets for Primus. That's going to happen in the 7 o'clock hour. And speaking of free tickets, if you want to go see the band Skillet, text the word Skillet to 51879 right now for your chance to win a pair of last chance tickets to see Skillet in concert at the Rialto Theater here in town on October 17th. So that's Skillet to 51879. But let me leave you with this. According to a recent study, class clowns might also be the most intelligent students. This is something I knew because I was a class clown in school. Were you, Rico?
Yep.
There you go. So, what the question is, were you a class clown and did all those other kids think you were a genius for driving your teacher nuts? If they did, then they might have been right because this recent study published in the International Journal of Human Research says that class clowns tend to be more intelligent than other students because they're smart enough to tell a good joke. Researchers found that funny kids often have better verbal reasoning skills, higher levels of general knowledge. Now, this is who I was in school, and I was always getting in trouble for it. And they said, hey, growing up, you wouldn't be anything when you grew up. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, hold my beer because I was drinking beer in high school. And and then 25 years later, look at me. I got a mediocre job doing what I love. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not always the same for adults, though. Being 40 at funny doesn't necessarily mean you're super smart. Damn it.
In your business meetings, like, dude, we're trying to make money. What are you doing?
I know. The lead author of the study says that if a child frequently cracks high-quality jokes, it's likely that they do have extraordinary intelligence. So if your kid is a class clown, this is your beef tip. Lay off. Don't be so upset about it, because that shows good qualities. And that means your kid is smart enough to cause a disruption. That's good. You should be happy about that. And that's your beef tip. All right, that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Rico, for coming in and chilling as always. Woohoo! Rico will be back Thursday morning on the show. Keep an eye on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/beefvegan. There you can find all of our previous podcasts and different clips that we posted so you can go down the rabbit hole of content. It's a good time, trust me. But that's it. That's all the time we have for the show. Thank you so much again. And as always, drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
guys.
soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.